This is This Week at the OUC, and I'm your host, Pastor Kirk Nugent.
And I'm also your host, Jolene Beaubrun. Good morning and happy Sabbath.
Good morning and happy Sabbath to all of you. We're excited, and there is a lot that's happening this week at the OUC. In fact, first up, we are in the construction zone. We are in the construction zone. Pastor Kimberly Mann is our speaker today, and we're excited that she is going to be sharing with us a message entitled You're Hired.
Yes.
You're hired. I like that. I like that title. I like how that has been set up. And so we're excited for that. And we hope that you will be richly blessed by that. Pastor Raphael will be sharing, of course, with our kids during the children's church segment. So make sure your kids are in line or in place for that.
Also, we have the OUC Communication Survey. We started this a couple weeks ago, so please scan the QR code on your screen to take the survey and let us know how you would like to be informed about things that are happening here at the OUC.
That is correct. That is correct. The communications department has put a lot of work in, and so make sure you scan that survey. Let me put it back up one more time. Scan that survey. Let them know how you want to be communicated to, and that will be of big help to all of us here at the OUC. Operation Stretch.
Yes.
We have an update. Pastor Snell shared the update last week during the Sabbath worship experience. We wanted to share it here with you as well. As of February, the project has 393,000.
Wow.
We should be hearing applause.
Yes.
We should be seeing clap emojis in the chat. Our goal, however, is 3.1 million.
Yes.
So let's be in prayer to seek God on what He would have you give towards this initiative.
Yes, and Women's Ministry is having a When Women's Pray all-night prayer meeting.
That's correct.
On Saturday night, March 16th starting from 10 p.m.
10
and ending
p.m.
at 5 a.m. We have speakers every hour on the hour, men and women. So please join us again at 10 p.m. on March 16th, Saturday night, for that all-night prayer meeting. We hope to see you there.
Yeah. There's, even though it's called When Women Pray, men are also going to be facilitating different hours and are, of course, encouraged to come.
Yes.
This is one of those that will be available to you on the oucsda.org webpage that is called Online Virtual Services. So if you didn't get that QR code, if you didn't get the Zoom information, make sure you check out that page.
Yes.
We'll make sure that link is in the description and also in the chat. We have our Deeper Look series with Pastor Chris Dorsey that will be kicking off Monday, March 18th at 6:30 p.m. And again, this will be on the Online Virtual Services page, but you can see the meeting ID and passcode there on your screen. This is working with Pastor Chris to go through the Word of God and to learn all the treasures that are there for us. It's going to be a great time, not only for our family that's local, but also for our family that is online. So I want to encourage you to come out for a deeper look with Pastor Chris.
Yes, and our young adults are having their spring potluck dinner. This will be on March 23rd, immediately following service in FLC room 110. And we're inviting our 20-year-olds and our 30-year-olds
That's
to
right.
come on out
Bring
after
a friend.
church service. Bring a friend. Bring your favorite haystack. You know, as SDAs, we love ourselves some haystack.
Yeah.
So our
maybe
20-year-olds.
some chives. I don't know. Maybe some olives. I don't know.
You're doing a little too much now. I like to keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Okay. I like jalapenos. I don't know.
I'm good on the spice. But
they didn't invite me because the 20s and 30s don't quite, include me. But it is what it is.
But yeah, so we want to invite you, our young adults. Please come out again March 23rd, following service room 110. And come on out, bring a friend, and enjoy a good old classic haystack.
Good old classic haystack. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, our family life department is also doing something for couples date night. Couples date night is going to be a paint and sip. This is going to be Saturday night, the 23rd. So you have the potluck earlier. Mm-hmm. That's not necessarily for the couples. Maybe. But then that Saturday night in Family Life Center room 107, you'll have a couples date night where they'll be doing a paint and sip. QR code is on the screen. Be sure to scan that in case you haven't registered yet, because that'll allow them to know how many they need to allot for. So definitely some cool things coming up with that.
Yes, and also we have our old school church cleanup.
That's
Sunday,
right.
March 24th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have our custodial team,
That's
but
right.
we need some of our church members to come and clean up some of the things from our children's department,
right.
youth department.
Yeah.
Just tidy up the house of God.
We want the house of God to be clean, right? And listen, how many of you remember the old school church cleanups back in the day? So we want to have one of those.
Yes.
Somebody said there might be food, but I can't
plate.
promise
No
you.
promises. But even if there's no food, come on out.
Come on out.
And help
Come on
support.
out.
Come
Yes.
and help clean. Support your ministry.
That's right.
And just come on
out. Come on. We want the church to be clean. So,
yes.
Women of Purpose, which is our OUC women's ministry, is having a masterclass entitled Emotional Intelligence.
Yes.
This is going to be on March 24, Sunday, March 24 at 5 p.m. So like right after the old school church cleanup.
Yes.
It'll be in the Family Life Center, room 107. So just come for the cleanup, bring a change of clothes, and then go to the masterclass for our women's ministry, our department. They're doing some phenomenal work, and I love how they're hitting on all the different areas and facets of a woman's life.
Yes.
And that's what we intend, as the church that Christ intended.
Right.
That's a part of our goal and part of our mission here. So we're excited for that as well.
And also coming up on fourth Thursday, starting March 28th at 6:30 p.m.
I'm looking forward to this.
Pastor Chris, Pastor Kirk, Pastor Paul, we're all going to be on cameras on.
Yes.
Every fourth Thursday evening at 6:30 p.m. via Zoom. Scan the QR code on your screen for more information and to get that Zoom information.
Yep.
And we hope to see you then starting on March 28th. So not this upcoming Thursday. But March 28th. Put that on your calendar.
Put that in your calendar. Fourth Thursdays.
Yes.
I will say this, man, that will also be on the online virtual services page. So make sure you bookmark that page, because it's going to have everything that our virtual family can be a part of. And Cameras On is specifically designed with you in mind. So we're excited about that. Yeah, make sure your camera's on though.
Yes, make sure. What's the point in having it called cameras on and your camera's off? And I know Zoom, we like to have our cameras off, right? We want to see you. We want to meet you. So please come on out with your cameras on.
With your cameras on. Man, listen, the Easter weekend, you know what it is. It's Alumni Weekend here at Oakwood University, and it is a power pack weekend. They are going to be celebrating the honor classes of 4s and 9s. So if your year ends in the 4 or in 9, they will be celebrating you. Friday night, Pastor Michelle Clark will be our speaker. Sabbath, somebody I think we're familiar with.
You may not, but hopefully you are.
I hope you're familiar with him. But he will be our speaker on Sabbath, Pastor W. Snell. And then on Sabbath evening for Vespers to close it out. So a good friend of mine, Pastor Paul Graham, will be our speaker. Man, that's a powerful trio right there. That's it's Alumni Weekend is always a special weekend, and so we're excited for that weekend and all of the things that will be happening that weekend. So if you're in town, be sure to check us out here, and definitely make sure you stay tuned to our virtual platforms, because we will be streaming many of those programs as well.
Yes. And Weekend Exhale with Breath of Life.
That's right.
We are so excited to see all the different programming that Breath of Life is bringing our way.
Look, we had to create another flyer that included all four flyers.
So because it's a lot to juggle sometimes.
It is.
So to see, you have it on your screen.
That's
you have
correct.
the playbook with Pastor W.R. Snell on First Fridays at 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Point of View with First Lady Gianna Snell and Pastor Snell.
Mm-hmm.
So every week you're pretty much getting something Point of View. And then you have the Vision Lab with Pastor Kirk Nugent and Pastor Snell again, third Fridays.
That's third,
and then fourth Fridays we have a trio, Pastor Snell, Pastor Kirk, and Miss Danita Jones. Power Pack Fridays are in the house.
Power Pack, I like that. Power Pack, yeah.
So all starting at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We hope to see you in the house on the Breath of Life YouTube pages.
On the Breath of Life YouTube pages. Make sure you are there with us. And listen, it doesn't stop there. In the month of April, so Exhale with BOL is our Friday evening programs. That's going to be starting in April, the first Friday of April. Mm-hmm. But in April also, we have a new teaching series.
Oh my goodness!
And a new book. and a new 21 days of prayer.
Y'all just throwing it at us.
It's all the things, right? There's a lot of things happening, and we want to make sure you are aware of it this week at the OUC. But yes, the Excuseless series starts. It'll be starting on the 13th, right? It'll be starting on the 13th. The speaking series, the preaching series. The 21 days of prayer will start on the 14th. So mark your calendar for that. It'll go all the way through May 4. And the book launch, however, I want you to catch this, is before, right? So it'll be on April 5th. The book launch is on April 5th. So you can get your book and you can get familiar with it before the teaching series starts and before the 21 days of prayer starts. So for my online family, I know you, make sure you order that book on the 5th because we want to make sure that everybody is here with us. And of course, on the 13th, when we launch this series, we'll have a special guest with us that Sabbath.
I have to plug this in.
Come on.
He is one of my favorite. See,
Todd Galbraith, let's
Todd
go.
Galbraith, oh my goodness, his music, power-packed, spirit-filled, anointed man of God. And so if you're in the Huntsville area, you want to come out, Madison area, Harvest, wherever you may be, if you want to fly in, come on down, not only to see Todd Galbraith, but to get a word of God.
Absolutely.
And it's the start of a series, so it's a celebration.
That's right. And you get your book signed. You can get your book, but you can get your book signed. So come on out. Yes, we want to make sure you guys get a chance to come and hang with us that day as well. Well, man, listen, there is no shortage of things to announce here at church this week, but we are also excited for our birthdays and anniversaries. And we're going to put this up on the screen while we take a moment to shout out our birthdays. It's a good couple of birthdays. So I'll start it off by saying Michaela Chappelle, Jason Edgecombe, Amanda Harris, Marlene Hudson, Lakeisha Knotts, Javon Ross, and Cambry Sledge, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And also celebrating, we have Judith Decay, Jared Deshay,
that's right,
David Jacobs, Linda Richards, and Kim Wright. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. And also celebrating Susie Burt, Dala Mason Blake, Jeline Reed, Ramset Rivera, Dennis Robinson, Deblier Snell.
Come on, y'all drop it in the chat and say happy birthday to him.
And then Eric Williams, happy birthday to all of you.
Yes, and also celebrating, we have Donald Daniel, Miss Ramona Hyman, Dr. Hyman. She's my English professor at the university.
Come on.
Happy birthday to you, Dr. Hyman. Miss Deja King, Kayla Miner, Deanna Mixon, and Daryl Thompson.
That's
happy
correct.
Birthday.
Happy birthday. And also celebrating is Lillian Baldwin, Sadaya Claiborne Cephas, Ruby Davidson, Linnell Dr. Benjamin, Aaron Hovis Jr., Jacob Jervis, Robert McDonald, Yolanda Moore, Eloise Powell, Bridget Taff, Jesse Williams, and Amanda Winfield. Happy birthday.
But y'all, it doesn't stop there.
No,
we have Felicia Daly, Ivana Gaddis, Joyce McClay, and Chantel Robinson. Happy very special birthday to you.
And then celebrating today, a Sabbath birthday.
Yes.
Frederica Nance, Henry Panera, and Glenda Smith Galloway. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And then
and then we have anniversaries. Well, we only have one today. Yeah, we only have one today. Yeah. So Ronald and Marilyn Lang on today celebrating their anniversary.
That's
happy
correct.
Special anniversary to you guys.
For those that don't know, Sister Lang works in the office here at the church, and she's our clerk as well. Does so much for us here, and she shared with me that it's their 49th.
Wow.
49th.
So one more year to the Big 5-0.
I mean, that's awesome. That is awesome. I said, that is awesome. That's longer than I've been alive. So I said, you guys are doing something. You are a testimony to the rest of us.
Yes.
But we want to thank you so much for your time and attention. There is a lot happening, and we want to make sure that you guys get a chance to check out all the things that we have here at This Week at the OUC.
Yes.
If you aren't getting the newsletter, we'll make sure that we put the QR code up right here for you to be able to get that newsletter, scan that, and sign up for that newsletter so you can continue to be informed.
Yes.
But you can also go to the online virtual services page right on our website, oucsda.org, and you can get This Week at the OUC every week. Yes. Thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you, and y'all have a happy Sabbath and a blessed week.